Welcome to One Question at a Time, the SAT series. Question number 52. Which does not represent a function? So we have to know what is a function, what is the definition of a function. Okay, and then they're asking for not a functions. Okay, so this kind of like the common questions, type of questions in SAT or most of the mathematics tests that they're asking for the one is not what is this. So we have to know the definitions of the topic we're talking about. Okay, so for this type of topic, a function's f of x is when every single x value only the outcome only given a y value, one single y value. Okay, so one x is one y. Okay, so this means you have x and then the independent values is x will give you the dependent on that x, and it's only given by one value of y. So simply we have this one at the vertical line test. This test is giving you a quick tour to distinguish between the graph, which one is the functions. So when it's vertical mean when you cross this vertically, okay, at any point of the graph, okay, at any point of the graph, which one is give you only cross, okay, only when you do the strike, like the vertical strike, right, only crossing the graph once. Okay, only crossing once. That is a function. If, okay, if 1x given you 2y, that means when you do the vertical test like that, you see that it cross the graph is twice or more than one. It's not a function. Okay, so making sure that it's two cases. The first one is when it's a functions, okay, defined. The second one is the function is not defined or undefined. Alright, so look at that. We have graph A is crossed twice, so definitely is not represent a function. So for B, okay, so let's do C first. C is straightforward. Every time you cross, right, there is the vertical line only cross the horizontal line at a point, right? And similar to D, whenever you cross, it's only you strike is only given one intersections every time, right? Or the same with E. How about B? You see that they have the open. This one is called open. Open mean is not include in that line. Okay, so maybe some value right here is, let's call it A, right? When the functions at x equals something here is, let's call it B, at x equal B, then y is equal c. Let's call this one is c. Okay, so this point is defined at the step functions, so that is good. Okay, so when you cross exactly like on go through that 2, it's still good because at a right here is open, so it's not include. So it's only one value of y right there is c, not a. Okay, so it look like this. This one is closed, mean it belong to, right? Or that point is represent at that point. But if it open like that, mean it's not include. So when you go through that, right? This one not consider a y value. This one, yes. So this one is y equals c. This one is y equal a, but a is not at a is kind of like the empty. So you only have go through the graph at one point, y equals c. So that still count as one y value. Okay, this one. But okay, is this one I just talking about something similar to it, but it's not exactly like that. In case if you have some function like that, right, and then some function like that, you see that too close point, right? So when you cross over it, you have two y value. Okay, let's say this one at y equal a, this one at y equal c. So you have two y value for one vertical strike. So it means this one is not a function. But in this case, b is a function. Okay, because one close, this one close, and one open. This one both close. Both is closed. Okay. Thank you for participating in this series and see you next time.